All right, today we're going to get into something I think a lot of us have seen, maybe even in ourselves. We're diving into the psychology of people who are extremely self-reliant. The ones who seem to handle absolutely everything on their own.
Just think about it for a second. I bet someone immediately comes to mind, right? A friend, a coworker, maybe it's even you. That person who, no matter what, just will not ask for help. You know exactly who I'm talking about. They could be completely overwhelmed, totally struggling, but if you offer a hand, what do they say? Nope, I've got it. So today we are going to get into what's really going on behind that wall of self-sufficiency.
So first up, let's just look at the person we see on the outside, the I've got it person. We're starting with the surface level stuff, the behavior we can all recognize.
But this brings us to a really, really crucial point. This behavior, it goes way beyond just being self-reliant. There's a name for it in psychology, and the distinction is super important. Okay, so check this out. On one side, you've got healthy self-reliance. It's flexible, right? You value your own abilities, but you also trust others and you're not afraid to ask for help. But then you have hyper-independence, and it's rigid. It's totally self-contained, built on this deep, deep struggle with trust. It makes someone refuse help even when they're desperate for it. It's really the difference between being strong and just being walled off. So the big question is, where does something like this even come from? Well, for most people, the blueprint gets drawn way back in their childhood. Let's take a look at where this all starts. Man, this quote, it just cuts right to the heart of it, doesn't it? This isn't about some kid who just wanted to be independent. No, this is about a child who learned a really painful lesson, that having needs and expressing them was a burden on the people who were supposed to care for them. You see, when a kid grows up in an environment where support is unpredictable or where love and care feel like they have strings attached, they learn a huge lesson and they learn it fast. The only person you can truly 100% count on is yourself. So to survive, they grow up way too fast. They become the easy child, the one who never asks for anything, who never causes any trouble. Now, that coping mechanism, that whole easy child thing, it doesn't just go away when you become an adult. Oh no, it evolves. It turns into this powerful psychological defense, a wall of protection. And this is the part that is so important to understand. Hyper-independence, it's not really a conscious choice. It's a protection mechanism. It's often totally unconscious. It's the brain's way of making absolutely sure you never ever have to feel that old pain of being a burden or being let down again. And here's exactly how it works, like a reflex. The second a need is felt, I could really use some help with this. The brain's internal alarm system starts blaring. All those past experiences flash a huge danger sign, and that immediately activates that deeply learned self-reliant response. And just like that, boom, the wall goes up. I've got it. Okay, so once you understand where it comes from and why it's there, it lets us completely reframe how we see this behavior, whether it's in other people or in ourselves. Honestly, if you take only one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this. Hyperindependence is not a character flaw. It's not arrogance. It's a survival strategy. One that, at some point, was absolutely necessary for that person to get by. It's basically a scar from an old battle, not some defect in who they are. So, I'll just leave you with this to think about. When you picture that person who never asks for help, or maybe when you look in the mirror, how does it change things if you see this behavior as a scar, not a flaw? It changes everything, doesn't it? It shifts your perspective from judgment all the way over to compassion.